Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about Kamala Das, the great Indian poetess and mother of Indian English poetry. I am Rajni Meena, Assistant Professor, Government College Rawatbhata. Kamala Das, popularly known by her one-time pen name Madhavi Kutti or married name Kamala Das, was an Indian poet in English as well as an author in Malayalam from Kerala, India. Her popularity in Kerala is based chiefly on her short stories and autobiography, while her oeuvre in English, written under the name Kamala Das, is noted for the poems and explicit autobiography. He was also a widely read columnist and wrote on diverse topics including women's issues, child care, politics, among others. Her open and honest treatment of female sexuality, free from any sense of guilt, infused her writing with power, and she got hope after freedom, but also marked her as an iconoclast in her generation. On 21st May 2009, aged 75, she died at a hospital in Pune. Her early life. Kamala Suraiya was born in Panyarkulam, Malawar district in British India on 31st March 1934 to B. M. Nair, a managing editor of the widely circulated Malayalam daily Mathrubhumi, and Nalapat Balamani Amma, a renowned Malayali poet. She spent her childhood between Calcutta, where her father was employed as a senior officer in the Balfour Transport Company that sold Bentley and Rolls Royce automobiles, and the Nalapat ancestral home in Panyarkulam. Like her mother Balamani Amma, Kamala Suraiya also excelled in writing. Her love of poetry began at an early age through the influence of her great uncle Nalapat Narayana Menon, a prominent writer. At the age of 15, she married bank officer Madhav Das, who encouraged her writing interest, and she started writing and publishing both in English and in Malayalam. Calcutta in the 1960s was a tumultuous time for the arts, and Kamala Das was one of the many voices that came up and started appearing in cult anthologies along with a generation of Indian English poets. English was the language she chose for all 6 of her published poetry collections. Her literary career. She was noted for many Malayalam short stories as well as many poems written in English. She was also a syndicated columnist. She was claimed that she once claimed that poetry does not sell in this country, but her fortnight columns, which sounded often everything from women's issues and child care to politics, were popular. Kamala's first book of poetry, Summer in Calcutta, was a breath of fresh air in Indian English poetry. She wrote chiefly of love, its betrayal, and the consequent anguish. Miss Das abandoned the certainties offered by an archaic and somewhat sterile aestheticism for an independence of mind and body at a time when Indian poets were still governed by 19th century diction, sentiment, and romanticized love. Her second book of poetry, The Descendants were even more explicit, urging women to gift him what makes you woman, the scent of long hair, the musk of sweet between the breast, the warm soak of menstrual blood, and all your endless female hungers. Taken from the Looking Glass. This directness of her voice led to comparisons with Margaret Duras and Sylvia Plath. At the age of 42, she published a daring autobiography, My Story. It was originally written in Malayalam titled Ante Katha, and later she translated it into English. Later, she admitted that much of the autobiography had fictional elements. Some people told me that writing an autobiography like this with the absolute honesty, keeping nothing to oneself, is like doing a striptease. True, maybe I will firstly stripped myself of clothes and ornaments. Then I intend to peel off this light brown skin and shatter my bones. At last, I hope you will be able to see my homeless, orphan, intensely beautiful soul deep within the bone, deep and down under, beneath even the marrow, in a fourth dimension. An introduction is a very bold poem in which she expresses her true feelings about men. This is except from the translation of her autobiography in Malayalam and Te Katha. Kamala Das' poem, An Introduction, is an autobiographical poem written in the colloquial style. She presents her feelings and thoughts in a bold manner. She realizes her identity and understands that it is the need of every woman to raise a voice in this male dominated society. The poet longs for love. It is the result of her loneliness and frustration. The poem A Hot Noon in Malabar is about climate surroundings in a town in Malabar. The people may be annoyed by the heat, dust, and noise, but she likes it. She longs for the hot noon in Malabar because she associates it with the wild men, wild thoughts, wild love. It is a torture for her to be away from Malabar. Kamala Suraiya is essentially known for her boldness and frank expression. The prominent feature of her poetry are an acute obsession with love and the use of confession. The main theme of her poetry is based on freedom, love, and protection. She wrote on a diverse range of topics, often desperate, from the story of a poor old servant about the sexual disposition of middle class women living near a metropolitan city or in middle of the ghetto. Some of her better known stories include Pakshiyukt Menam, Nepasam Thanupyu, and Chandana Marangala. She wrote a few novels, out of which Noor Methalam Puthakalam, which was received favorably by the reading public as well as the critics, stand out. She travelled extensively to read poetry to Germany's University of Duisburg, Essen, University of Bonn, and University of Duisburg Universities, Adelaide Writers Festival, Frankfurt Book Fair, University of Kingston, Jamaica, Singapore, and South Bank Festival, London. Concordia University, Montreal, Canada. Her works are available in French, Spanish, Russian, German, Japanese. Kamla Suraiya was a confessional poet whose poems have often been considered at par with those of Annie Sexton and Robert Lowell. She also has held position as vice chairperson in Kerala Sahitya Academy, chairperson in Kerala Forestry Board, president of the Kerala Children's Film Society, editor of Poet magazine, and poetry editor of Illustrated Weekly of India. Dance of Inuit is a fine poem by Kamla Das. It has an autobiographical tone. The poet sympathizes with Inuit. The Inuit dance in the hot of the sun. Their costumes, makeup, their passion with their dance suggest the female delicacy. Their outward appearance and joy is contrasted with their inward sadness. Actually, there is no joy in their heart. They can't even dream of happiness. In the poem A Request, the poetess Kamla Das realizes that her life is meaningless. She is alone and her life colorless, designed of crumbling pattern. Although occasionally seen as an attention graver in her early years, she is now seen as one of the most formative influences on Indian English poetry. In 2009, The Times called her the mother of modern English Indian poetry. Her last book, titled The Caped Woman and Other Stories, featuring translation of her short stories, was published posthumously. Kamla Das is known for her controversial writings, where she often talks about the restrictions imposed on women. She is known for her rebellious nature against the conventions. Her personal life. Kamla Das married Madhav Das at the age of 15. The couple had three sons, M.D. Nalapat, Chinen Das, or Jayasura Das. Her husband predeceased her in 1992 after 43 years of marriage. Madhav Das Nalapat, her eldest son, is married to Princess Thiruvathira Thirunal Lakshmi Bai, daughter of Princess Poem Thirunal Gauri Parvati Bai and Shri Chambal Raja Verma Agrawal. From the Travancore Royal House, he holds the UNESCO Peace Chair and is a professor of geopolitics at the Municipal University. He had been a resident editor of Times of India. Kamla Suraiya converted to Islam in 1999 and announced that she planned to marry her Muslim lover, but she never remarried. On 31st May 2009, aged 75, she died at a hospital in Pune. Her body was flown to her home state of Kerala. She was interred at the Palayam Juma Masjid at Thiruvananthapuram with full state honor. Politics. Though never politically active before, she launched a national political party, Lok Seva Party, aiming at the promotion of secularism and providing asylum to orphaned mothers. In 1984, she unsuccessfully contested in the Indian Parliament elections. Conversion to Islam. Kamla was born in Hindu Nayar Nalapat family having royal ancestry. Her husband died in 1990s. At the time of her husband's death, she was 65 years old and had three grown up sons. At that time, one Abdusmed Samdani Ilyas Sadil Ali, a friend of her one of her sons, used to frequent her house. He was a member of parliament in Rajya Sabha from Indian Union Muslim League Party. Controversially, he became intimate with her and then persuaded her to convert to Islam in 1999. She renamed herself Kamla Suraiya because of her conduct. All the three sons became annoyed with her and severed their relations till her death. Thank you so much for watching this video.